So, I have learned a valuable lesson in recording these reaction videos that I need to make extra sure that my is working correctly before hitting the record button. Hello, my loves. It's your girl Tay here, that Amethystwitch, and I'm going to give you a little bit of context as to why we are doing this kind of video. So, I had recorded these 2 reactions for this week. I had recorded them yesterday, and thank God I have the day off today, or else we would not be getting reaction videos at all this week. So, I sat down to edit said videos, and I'm talking and I don't hear anything. So I'm like, oh great, my headphones died. But something in me was like, I don't think it's your headphones. So I fast forwarded a little bit to parts where the song was playing, and turns out my mic was not functioning correctly during the recordings. In my OBS, because that's what I use to record these videos, the mic was just set to default. It was not set to my mic that I have here. So, in the videos, you could hear the song, but you could not hear me at all, which honestly would probably be considered a blessing to a lot of people. To you guys who actually enjoy hearing my commentary, I didn't want to disappoint you guys. So I was actually about to be like, oh my god, okay, I guess we're not doing reactions this week, because how can I capture that moment again? And I'm like, I really don't feel like doing my makeup again. So that is why you guys are getting barefaced Amethyst here. And we are gonna kind of go through these songs, and I'm gonna point out the points that sat with me the most in these songs. So as I said, I really didn't want to disappoint you guys by going another week without content. So we're just going to walk back through these. So I'm going to title this as a reaction because I don't know how else to title it. I guess we could call it a reaction after the fact. No idea. So we're going to walk through these songs this week, and I'm going to discuss the different points that really just kind of sat with me a little bit.
The YouTube Cypher. Multiple artists coming together on a single track, each performing as various popular characters in a maelstrom of unfathomable and unrivaled clickability. Long the domain of the shonen protagonists, the major and relevant pop cultural touchstones, the technicolor cavalcade of controllable characters from the latest trending video game. Until now. Join the Stupendium as they take you on a perilous journey into the algorithmically unviable, on a quest for the content nobody asked for. Join us as we enter the realm of the unlikely Cypher.
So it's not a part of the song, but I really do like the intro that they do here. It's so, I don't know, it's so different. It's so cool. It's so nice. It's so nice. Like, I really, really did like it.
Try to take my bowl, him smack with an open fist. Popping up in no pants, you can't ignore me. I'm smooth, natty, puffing weed since the 40s. Your girl want a cereal and chill. Stick a paw, dip it to the box, that's a meal. And got the energy, keep it going for hours. Pour my cereal over your head, golden showers. Look.
So that was one point. That was the first point that I literally stopped the video, and I was like, he did not say, man's really said, hang on.
The energy, keep it going for hours. Pour my cereal over your head, golden
Man's really said, pour my cereal over your head, golden showers, with his full chest.
Showers. Look, is it good for you? I admit it's not. Oh, so sweet, I'll put you in a diabetic shock. Sugar bear is the illest to spit a real thirst. These other dudes weird, like people who pour the milk first.
Once was a ship pursued through.
And that was another point that I stopped at, because, hang on.
Spit a real thirst. These other dudes weird, like people who pour
These other dudes weird like people who pour the milk first. Now, no. I'm going to take this minute to say that if you pour the milk in before the cereal, please seek psychological professional help. please. The only time that milk should ever be in the bowl before the cereal is when you are going back for a second bowl. God.
The milk
There
fast.
once was a ship pursued through milk by pirates, sirens, and all their ilk. They all want a taste of Captain C, but the secret of the quench goes down with me.
The captaincy is what's happening. I keep my dog on my side, and sacks of wheat, and fine packaging. I don't rack up rings, the rats to me. And the old veteran and the wetter competitor saying fresher than Vegas, cause I refuse all dairy. Every vessel says they wanna send me to heaven, so where the hell are my enemies then? I'm so buried.
Snap.
Okay. Anyway, I was so happy to see Freest pop up. I love Freest. They are such a lovely individual and creator. But listening to their verse. Oh God, hang on. Sorry, that was another thing. I was also horribly sick this weekend, and I feel much better now. It's just I'm very congested. But anyway. So I was very happy to see Freest pop up because I love Freest, but also listening to their verse a second time, I found myself picking up a lot on their rhyme scheme. I really, really loved their rhyme scheme. I really loved their flow. But the first time running through this, what really stuck with me was their performance. I love how into it they got. I love how it felt like they were having such a great time writing and recording this. And I love just how into character they got. And it was honestly at this moment where I concluded that my favorite verse was Freest's verse. Now, we're going to move into Rice Krispies. Now, of course, I'm going to have some things to say about this verse, but we're going to listen to it first.
Snap and pop, man, and up. Way back, getting packed in a box.
Ripping kettles, but no cornflakes.
So we're cracking one up. We've been here since '83.
But still a standard in shops. Where I'm snapping like it's poetry. I'ma get them cut out like a vulture. We can go for free. Listen to them snap, snap, snap like it's bone disease. They can put my name up on my clothing so they know it's me.
Crackle in the clouds, but I haven't done. Start electric in the both hands. Pow, pow, that's a balance breakfast. We feed the nation. Those babies at the adolescents. That means to make it. We replace the Son, another cereal's a father, the pop and the ad block. Cooker stoppers when we pop up. Shoppers can flock to the cockiest partners. I got cocoa bacon to be top of the pops, bruh.
We're not good noblins.
We're problems up in the studio. My grand.
We're cutting shapes.
Whatever to it, bro. We men on top of tables.
It's a booty, yo.
We don't need to sugarcoat it. Should've noticed. You know.
Hello, look out, Billy.
So, the first time listening through this verse, what I really liked about it was that they made the UK trio snap, crackle, and pop of Rice Krispies. And I don't know if it was an instance where it was like, where Stoops approached one of them, and then they were like, yo, what if I got my other two guys in on this? Or if this was like Stoops' idea, or you know what, whose idea it was to have the UK trio be snap, crackle, and pop. Whose ever idea that was ingenious. I thought that was really nice. It did throw me off when I first listened to it, like the very beginning of it, when I think it was like Rustage, Connor, Schwabity, and they were saying their names. It did kind of like throw me off a little bit. It was kind of like jolting to me, because my brain is slow and cannot pick up on stuff like that very quickly. But I came to love it. I still love it. I just really, really love the concept, and the three of them worked very well together, as they usually do.
Hello, it's Clip. Hello, the fruity ultra truth, the show with hoops and marshmallows, the greatest aviator ever getting the kills. I hate to bull rank, but I'm a General Muse.
So this verse was really, really short, but I really liked it because it was very fun, and something that I had said, in the reaction that didn't have my mic working, was that I feel like everything that I have heard Stoops on, especially in collaborative projects like Cyphers, their verse is always so bouncy and fun. And I feel like that is a testament to them as a person and their energy that they bring. Because I have not personally met Stoops. I don't follow Stoops very in depth, but a lot of my friends do. I have a couple friends that know Stoops and have gotten to know them, and from what I have heard is that scans. So, anyway, I just really, really love that.
It's always Sunday when you're off, you're walking in the Monday, feeling like woo, ooh, ooh, got me feeling chocolate lovely. Hey, no matter where I go, I give a brand of beans, you in love with the cocoa, holding on about me, breaking up monotony with much your crunchy. Don't forget the chocolate, ooh, and you can go insane, rolling in so much you make it chocolate rain. And maybe I'm a little bit of an addict, but hey, my butt's good enough to not officially addict.
I'm gonna serve you.
So I'm going to say something similar about Chi-Chi that I said about Stoops. A lot of Cypher verses I've heard Chi-Chi do have been very bouncy, have been very fun sounding. And again, I'm going to say about Chi-Chi, like what I said about Stoops, is I feel like that very much replicates Chi-Chi's personality. I have had the honor of meeting Chi-Chi a couple times at NPC, and she is just so very sweet and nice, and I'm going to say that very much replicates like her and her energy.
It's part of a complete breakfast, hopping right into it. These bars are the freshest. With all the little kids taking what's properly mine. Well, I've had enough this time, cause I just wanna blow through the heavy right in front of me. So why are all these stupid little children making fun of me? Taking one bite will be my dream come true, yet it's always out of reach. So I'm gonna kill you! Can't you all stop calling me a silly rabbit? Cause I'm on my last never know about. How did I have an idea? Let me eat the freaking cereal. Just because you're human doesn't mean that I'm inferior! It's true,
So what I really liked about CG5's verse was that I loved that it was essentially the rabbit crashing out about not getting their tricks.
Just because you're human doesn't mean that I'm inferior!
It's Toucan Sam, through the cool from the UK. This toucan can root out the fruitiest bouquet. My foolproof snoot, lots of fruit to wear loop sleigh. You're drawing a blank track on the oot fry, oop sleigh. For generations he was snacking fulfilled. I make waves every day when I splash in the milk. I wrap whole grain, so I'm stacking the middles. If you ever wonder why toucans abandon their bills, I'm rocking a monopoly on tropical O's. Though the nature of the flavor no one properly knows. Orange, lemon, cherry, well it's probably those. But if you want to know yourself, you've got to follow your nose.
Like a sun calling out of your favorite holiday. It's about to feel like I'm about the monster for breakfast today. Can I say as I simply am the best? Don't care what Frankie Berry said about it. My top of chocolate flavor outshines the rest. I should be here, but they won't allow it less. Can make the most of all this, cause my past is less than honest. Halloween is close and fun is all be blackest, that's a promise.
So what I had to say about this verse really didn't have anything to do with the song itself, but I did say that I was so hoping that Count Chocula was going to be in there because that was my favorite cereal, especially around Halloween time. I looked forward to Halloween every single year because that would always be in the stores. And I loved Count Chocula, which honestly scans because I just love vampires, but honestly one of my favorites. Listening to this verse a second time, however, I do feel like the flow is a little bit off, but I feel like they kind of like come back a little bit in the second half. So I will admit, it did kind of like lose me a little bit in the beginning, but then it really kind of like comes back, because I feel like it kind of like smooths itself out.
Quick!
Every nibble you take.
We'll leave you wishing for space.
I'll simply give you the shakes.
I'm the winner for taste.
I saw my adventure
Don't
claims.
tell them that our recipe's
Exactly
the
this
same.
way.
Vitamin, formerly King Vitamin. I made us change it when the courts couldn't find him. In truth, our nutritional benefits never meant a thing. But how else you gonna get to sit at breakfast with a king?
And something that I said at this part, I love the real life elements that they put in here. I love it so much.
King Vitamin, formerly King Vitamin. I made us change it when the courts couldn't find him. In truth, our nutritional benefits never meant a thing. But how else you gonna get to sit at breakfast with a king?
I give a tiger, it ain't the only Tommy that's pushing right to the fighters. I'm courting down to the idols and steady pushing the vitamins. I see I got their blood pressure rising. It's a good thing I'm chock full of niacin. Eat it up it's good to see you earning your stripes. These other Cypher cereals is worse than burger and fries. The orders arrive and even you
I did not catch that the first time around. Hang on.
eating up, it's good to see you earning your stripes. These other Cypher cereals is worse than burger.
These other Cypher cereals is worse than burgers and fries. I love that so much.
And fries, the orders arrive and even you believe it alive. I'm top 3 and 2 and 3 are beside me. I'm great. Saying Cheerio to all Australians. They Fruit Loops if they thinking those collectives gonna bury us. Me to a Siberian, a bit hilarious. I put you in a body bag, AK, you generic bitch.
I love it so much. So I'm gonna say this again because I said it, not that you guys would know, but I did say it in the first recording. I loved DPS's flow. I love the energy that he brought to it, and especially the bars that he wrote, especially the one about the other Cypher cereals. I thought that was so awesome. I loved it.
It's my lovely chocolate hoops and a memorable jingle impossibly produced in a lab filled with sugar and chalky cow juice. I'm down at the bottom but was once brand new. In the 90s I was nice, easily the best. There's a prize in every box, a dinosaur, a magic set. I used to have the lot but I'm lost just like my hair is. And I'm aware that my glare through the box would often scare kids. Careless but lovable, chocolate milk chuggable. Gosh, I missed that box. The 90s were so wonderful. But I'll make it out the lab, come back over drum tracks. Never mind a grudge match, I can't bring the fun back.
When they see Coco, know it's already done. I be talking on my talk and they be holding their tongue. Cause ain't no Cocoa Pops and milk make a bowl full of fun. So best believe when Coco pops, that mean he going off. Everyone Coco pops because he's sunning y'all. You ain't crafty for thinking you can come at me. So the only crocs that I won't see, the ones I'm stepping on. I ain't H&M, still the coolest monkey in the jungle. Tell a friend, never been aboard 8, but my cereal sales could get a yo in a club without any NFTs involved. What's
Good
up?
gracious, friends, this is really quite a schism. The Quaker suggests we all practice some quietism. Part of a balanced breakfast, well, rhyming isn't, though I recommend you consult a dietitian.
I had to pause it and listen to the Quaker Oats again just for my own personal needs, but I just love how it was so very just kind of like lackluster and just kind of like boring, and I feel like it's meant to be that way because Quaker Oats is, well, boring.
Breakfast, well, rhyming isn't, though I recommend you consult a dietitian.
Biscuit, been that misfit, one that your parents can get with. Yep, C-O-O-K-I-E, now let me spell it out. Mama even likes me been the sweetest thing inside her mouth. Woof, woof, been letting the roof loose. That doggy that came before me, we gave him the deuce, and who knew? People accepted the new dude. I've always been on the rise, like taking the blue chew. Should be stacking chips, call that General Mills. And when the chips are stacked to gift, we better get on my still. Cause if you wishing that I fumble, you best believe you'll get humbled. And all I say for rebuttal, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
So I cannot remember what I said in the previous recording, but I do recall saying that I loved Game Boy's verse, and like listening to it a second time, I really fucking love the flow and the energy that he brought to it. It's so good. It's so catchy. I love it. Probably gonna have to be a close second favorite.
Always have to be Lucky Charm. Get your mitts on me, man. But just get to come to harm. But just shamrock it up. Try to nab a few spoons. Only getting peace and quiet. What's in every blue moon? And you're tasked with playing guardian to the magically delicious. Or the pilfers and politers so fantastically pernicious. Well, you'd have to be a wizard. Kids are panic and they're vicious. It's exasperating. Frankly sick and granting all your wishes. Sick and jiggy in the middle with your hunting me stuff. Always played second fiddle. Kiddies running amok. See me charm be devoured. Well, it's gonna be tough. I got marshmallow power. Double me up.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, mother clucker, what are you gonna do? I'm the rudest of roosters, I'm ruly but ruling the roost. This is more than a morning wake-up call. It's a warning, I'm warming up when I straight up squawk in your space. Breaking your breath and just breaking and ripping your face off mold. You're gonna have to take off mold and a couple days off school. My ups are like hunger, my slave off full. Stay flavorful, even when I fade out full. Ain't that awful, even the milk in the fridge struggles to stay that cool. Can you hear these corny idiots moving the Cornelius? Dude, I've seen what you do and it's so tedious. Nice to see we got some, nice to see we got some. Find a sure we got seeing you trying to deal with it. And you can let the night effect to kill with this whole verse. You're probably the type to put the milk in the bowl first.
And I know for a fact I said this in the first recording. I loved the second diss at people who put the milk in first.
All day, you're trying to do cold turkey. You soggy cornflake, I'm flipping this whole bird. So like I said at the top, cock-a-doodle-doo. You got boxed in the head by the head on the box.
You have returned from your second expedition into the...
I really did kind of like walking back through this a second time because I was able to catch certain things that I did not catch at at the beginning. And that happens a lot with me with these reaction videos, is like I'll be listening to the song like in my free time or something, and then I catch something else and I'm like, oh my god, like I really wish that I would have caught this in the video because I would have talked about it a lot more. But yeah, all in all, this was such a fun cipher, and I really cannot wait to see what other unlikely ciphers Stoops comes up with. A few final thoughts on a couple of the verses. A thought that I had towards the end here is I really, really liked the energy that Stoops brought to this. I really loved the different characters that they took on. I really liked, you know, the different like performances that they gave. I really feel like it just kind of like, it gave a lot of character, I guess you will. And that's not to say that other people didn't, you know, but I feel like Stoops really kind of like got into the character, and there were a few people that did just that. I think I would say Connor definitely did kind of like get into character with Rice Krispies. Freest definitely got into character with Captain Crunch, and a couple other people did too. So, but I really liked that, and I really loved the creativity that a lot of people brought to their verses. There were a lot of great verses on this cipher, but I'm going to have to say that Freest, the second verse out of the cipher, is my favorite. Even after listening to this a second time, Freest's verse was my favorite because I really did love how into character they got. The second time around, further just kind of like cemented it when I caught their like rhyme scheme. I really loved their rhyme scheme. I really liked the flow of their verse and just their performance as a whole. A close second would definitely be Game Boy's verse. I really did like Game Boy's energy and performance with it. And then tied for third place, I'm going to have that be a tie between DPS and the UK trio. I feel like DPS had a really good flow. I really loved his bars. But the UK trio as Snap, Crackle, and Pop of Rice Krispies was very, very creative and a very good idea. So, of course, guys, per usual, if you haven't already, go show the original some love. The link is going to be down in the description below. While you're at it, I want you to tell me what your favorite cereal out of this lineup was. What was your favorite cereal that, out of all of the ones that were portrayed here, what was your favorite cereal that you had growing up? Out of the ones that was portrayed here, Count Chocula, like I said, love vampires. I love Dracula, always did, even as a kid. And I just love chocolate cereal. Love it. But in general, it wasn't represented because I don't really think it has a mascot, but my favorite cereal overall as a kid growing up was Reese's Puffs. I actually have a box in the kitchen that I kind of want to go get right now. Let me know what your favorite cereal out of these cereal mascots, what was your favorite cereal that was depicted? You can base it off of what you had growing up as a kid or what your favorite verse was. Your decision. Thank you guys so much if you lasted this long. I know this was really weird. It's not your typical reaction video, but as I said, I didn't want to go a whole other week not providing you guys with this content. But thank you guys so much for your support. I love you guys so much. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!